battery say?
Green.
Cool.
I know, that's the limit of my technology.
There we go.
Yeah? Yeah? Everybody give them a big round of applause. Oh.
when we recognize God, we recognize that we need healing, we demand it in the way the Syrophoenician woman did. And then we get out of our own way to let God start working within us. And this is kind of how it works. It takes time. It's not like the crashing of a wave, often. I wish it was. I wish I only went to the gym once and then looked like I want to look. But it's slow like the tide. It's imperceptible like the tide, but there's nothing more powerful than the tide, and we still can't control it. We can send magical signals through space to one another. We still can't figure out how to harness the power of the tide or how to stop it. We can put big barriers up, and eventually the tides will tear them down. So there was a guy that bought a piece of property near where I grew up. It was on the Potomac River, and it had all these woodsy. So he cut down all these trees, 100-year-old trees, bushes, really destroyed the habitat of the animals that lived there, but he wanted to build a house there. Riverfront property, why not? I get it. And he mowed everything down. So he clear cuts this area to build a house. And then he finds out it's on the floodplain, you can't build on it. I would have done that research first. But what happened in 3 years was that trees were starting to grow again. And just 3 years later, that piece of land regenerated and healed itself. It just did it. There started to be trees again. The habitat, the animals started to live there again. It was clear cut. And you might feel in your life like it is clear cut. Like you're just open field, baking in the sun. Where is the shade? Where is the nourishment? I need healing. I need help. I thought it would be more fun than this to be an adult. I thought life was going to get easier, not harder. Can I get an amen? That was a hearty amen. But I'm with you. I'm with you. I get it. Life feels like that sometimes. But God within you, not external. It's not if I get the house, I'll be happy. If I get the new job, I'll be happy. If I get my truck fixed, I'll be happy. There's something that God is yearning to do within us. And we have that capacity. We can be clear cut. But God will keep growing trees. Slowly. It's slow like the tide, but it's happening. Little green shoots and little saplings over time become adolescent trees, and even over more time become large enough to provide shade for the other animals. And all of a sudden, where you were once barren, you provide life. You provide a habitat for love and justice and mercy and forgiveness. And you radiate the regenerative, restorative power of love that God has planted in all of us. You have this within you. We all do. That sigh that Jesus did, he looks at the man who's blind and has a speech impediment, looks up to heaven and sighs. I think that's not a sigh of frustration, that's a sigh of compassion. Jesus knows how hard it is to live in this world with one another, and that we suffer sometimes for reasons that we have no part in. Life takes from us over and over and over again. And Jesus looks at the heavens and sighs, and then reaches out to put his hands on us and heal us. Amen.